Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first ever edition of Dash Around the Bases. My name is Rob Gardner. I am your host. You can find me on Twitter at DFS Today, or follow the Dash on Twitter at the real DFS Dash. And a couple times a week, we are going to come to you with a video highlighting 3 or 4 picks that we like for today's slate. And so let's get right into an exciting slate of action. We have a rare 9 games to play this Monday because we've only got one day game. So let's get right to it here. Our first pick of the day is going to be Chris Bryant. He's in a great Woba split spot. He's the highest rated hitter on our slate according to the Dash. He recently is coming off a 2-home run game against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Gets to face the Brewers again at home and a weak pitcher in Chase Anderson. And if you look at the stats here, obviously the Woba split is really good at a .376. He's going up against Chase, who gives up a .357 to righties. And Chase is also looking at some negative regression for the season. He's been very lucky with a BABIP of .156, an ERA of .69, but his xFIP, his field independent score, is actually a 3.89. The Cubs are a decent favorite in this game. I like Chris Bryant to get out and do some action early and often in this one. Moving on, Carlos Santana. Carlos Santana has got really solid BVP. Now, obviously, with BVP, we look at sample size and a limited sample size of 22 at-bats. It's not a huge sample size, but when the guy has hit 3 home runs and his 5 hits against him, we can look at that and say he's safely in play from a BVP standpoint. Again, the stats are pretty solid. Going against lefties, Kyle Gibson gives up a 337 WOBA, and Carlos Santana hits him right at a 350 clip. Santana's also been a little bit unlucky this season with a BABIP of only 231, and he's coming off a pretty strong game on the 15th, hitting a home run, 3 hits, 32 fantasy points. We like him in a great spot in a game where the Indians are favored and the over-under is almost 9. Third, we're going to come up with Matt Joyce. Matt Joyce is what we call Captain Super Value. He has been a solid value play all season long. He's a guy I've used anytime the splits are in his favor. He's an extreme splits guy, so anytime he gets in a spot against a righty, we want to look at him. And he continues to bat at a great spot in the lineup, batting second in that Oakland Athletics lineup. So he's in a spot where we're getting really solid value. We can use him in cash or tournament plays. Again, he's a guy that's got some solid regression coming. He's got a BABIP of just 192. The Woba splits are solid again, 347 and 325. And he's facing a pitcher that's had some luck with a BABIP of 192. We expect Oakland to get some runs today against A.J. Griffin. Oh, and did I mention that he's got 2 home runs in his 7 at-bats? For this price, you cannot beat it. He is the best value played on the slate according to the Dash, and he'll be in a majority of my lineups today. And then lastly, at pitcher, we're going with John Lackey. Now, there's a couple pitchers that people are going to be looking at today. Lackey is one. Danny Santana is going to be another popular one. And then going down to Oakland, Jarrell Cotton will be a third. But I'm going to lean towards Lackey in this game for a couple reasons. First, if you take a look here at the strikeout chances, anytime the Brewers are in play against a righty, the strikeout percentages get pretty high, up into the high 30s towards the tail end of the lineup, but pretty solid between the 20 and 30% mark all across the lineup. Yes, these are not the Brewers of old. They can hit with some pop. As you look at the Woba splits here, we can see Thames and Braun are the 2 big guys you have to worry about in this lineup, but it really does tail off after that. And Lackey is a veteran pitcher who understands how to pitch around 1 or 2 guys in the lineup, how to set his lineup well. He's coming off a phenomenal performance against the Dodgers. The numbers are pretty sound, and so I really like him to come out, get some K potential, maybe rack up 7, 8, 9 strikeouts, keep this game to 1 or 2 runs. It is going to be colder there in Chicago today. The wind will probably be blowing in. And so for this reason, I'm a huge Lackey fan today over the discounts on the other 2 pitchers. That's it what we got today. Be sure to check us out next week and throughout the week. We've got our 4 from the Dash video coming out tomorrow for golf, and we're going to have our first NASCAR video. The Dash to Victory Lane will be coming out this week soon, so you're definitely going to want to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Again, you can follow us on Twitter at The Real DFS Dash. You can follow me on Twitter if you want my personal Twitter at DFS Today, and make sure you visit us at the website dfsdash.com. We've got great tools for baseball, golf, and NASCAR. That's it. We hope you have a great, successful Monday in baseball, and we'll see you soon.